you basically make the game like unplayable for other people. So basically you'll be there with other hackers. For instance, Modern Warfare 2 actually has a lot of hackers to me. Basically what basically happens is that, you know, they just make the game completely useless and unplayable, and that it makes other people just like, oh wow, this game is really bad, and you know, it kind of ruins the purpose of everything else. You know, like if you hack for fun, you know, like go for it. Like if it's like a single player game, like for instance this game, Most Wanted. I saw a few hacks on Most Wanted and they look pretty fun, but there's like no harm doing it. It's just you're making the game much more fun since it's a single player. So there's like no point of you actually, you know, achieving anything else. Like you don't gain anything once you hack like single player games, since they basically just, you know, you just make the game fun for yourself and more entertaining. Like for instance, Legend of Zelda, I saw one hack where there was like random R-wings in it. I don't know why. It was from a Game Shark, I'm pretty sure, or something like that. And I did not get a perfect launch because I've been ranting way too much about this. But you know, like I won't mind hacking, but like at least have a purpose. Like, oh, just because. And like the thing is, like people use hacking as a defense mechanism. Like if you screw around, they're like, oh man, you're so bad, I'm gonna get my friend to hack you. That's like saying you're basically being a 5-year-old right now, like saying, oh, I have a friend and I could hack you and whatnot, yada yada yada. Coming from me, you know, I experienced a lot of people like that, and coming from them, it's like you don't know any friends that could hack, because what's the point of hacking if you basically cheat your way through and nothing, like basically what you do, you just wasted like 5 seconds maybe just getting a hack and then uploading it onto your PS3, get it, and then so forth. And then it kind of makes people like say, oh, this guy's a hacker, I'm gonna take advantage, and then sooner or later you're gonna make profit off of it, and it's completely pointless in making profit because you basically stole somebody else's work. And so from time to time you have to think, like for me, if you think about this and compare it to the real world, basically hacking, you just get into major trouble if you hack, like for instance something major, for instance like the occurrence, like the transaction for like a huge business maybe, something like that. And if you do that, if you hack that and you gain their money, basically you're just too lazy to work, and that shows that, you know, I can hack anything I want in the real life, in the real world, and basically what you basically do is just ruin the game and whatnot. You ruin the purpose of someone running their own business and not getting their income at all. So it shows that people who work hard deserves the money that they get, but people who don't work hard think they deserve the money. Basically ruins the. Did I really lose this race again? It basically ruins the purpose of, you know, everything else that you think about it. Oh, I don't care about. I hate speed traps. Get out of here. And basically, like what happens is that you ruin the person's business by just ruining the transaction, you know. And if you like what the heck is wrong with me right now? But if you think about it more, and you compare it more to the real world, and people like, and you just hack a game, and you say, oh, it's fun hacking games and ruining and seeing people's reaction to it, but some people might have a positive effect in this hacking, you know. Like if they know a friend who hacks and the friend doesn't, like, oh, you know, if somebody's like bugging you, tell them like, you know, someone I could hack them and so forth, that ruins the purpose of hacking, because I don't know, I'm not sure if I'm going about this right, but basically this is just my opinion. But you know, hacking has good sides and bad sides. People abuse it, people basically use it as a threat and so forth. And just imagine just saying like, oh man, I'm gonna hack you in real life. What's the point of you saying that if you can't hack anything from them unless you get the IP and everything like that? And basically it just shows that you're really into the internet and whatnot. And I just crashed into it. Why did I do that? Oh crap. But it just basically shows that, you know, everything you do doesn't really affect in games affect a lot of people basically. Like ruins the fun, ruins the $60 they spent, and basically what you did was you did not experience the entire game. That's why people. That's why a lot of gamers don't like hackers. I'm guessing since they want to experience the game as it is, not like how a hacker wants it to be. You know, basically they're just like coding everything to happen to what they want. So, for instance, I'm just like basically in, I guess you could say in Call of Duty, since I'm really agitated by that game. People basically set up everything, and then like the developers develop everything and wants this to work this way and that way, and then a hacker comes along, ruins the game, and then basically ruins the coding files and everything like that. And I'm not much of a coder because I know nothing about it. But you know, why would you waste $60 just for you to hack it? You know, that's just basically just wait until like it's not that popular and you can hack it and see other people who still plays it, and then you know they won't mind at all. I wouldn't mind at all if it's a really old game people barely play it, then yeah, they just crashed, didn't they? But I don't know, this is just a random thing that just popped up in my head since I'm trying to add more commentary into my videos, since most of the time I sound tired. With Katara Shoujo, I just throw out my opinions on stuff and whatnot. So basically, I'm trying to say that, well, it's completely pointless to hack unless you think it's okay, or like you basically ruin like the developers like way of how the game should work and whatnot. But you know, if it's single player games, then yeah, go for it, man. If you want to add more experience to it, or like change the textures and whatnot, yeah, go for it. That's fine with anyone basically. Or you could just show other people like, oh hey, you know, you could get this texture for free and whatnot, and then you know, that's fine too, you know. But you know, hacking just basically ruins the purpose of you actually getting the game, and you're not experiencing anything about it, and you just basically don't show your like actual skills you have against other players and so forth. But from time to time though, it kinda in Modern Warfare 3 there was plenty of hackers the first 6 months I played on it, and that, you know, I was like, oh wow, this is another hacker, whatever, and then I just mosey along and just, you know, if he does what he does, then yeah, go ahead, man. You know, just waste another $60 on that, and then Black Ops 2, people will hack their way to 60 prestige, they glitch it, whatever they do. But you know, the only way you could actually like find people that are not legit master prestiges is that if their KD on like all weapons are like high and they don't even use it at all, or they have like the marksman thing and then they have like 1,000 headshots or something like that, and then like 1,000,000 kills and whatnot with that gun. Yeah, you kind of need to think about it and then see how much time they would put into just one game reaching master prestige. I just prestige whenever I get the chance, just to fasten the purpose of the game for me, since you know it shows like, oh wow, I guess I'm pretty good at this game. But you know, there's some ups and downs to it, since you know people will accuse you like, oh, you're a hacker. Oh, I'm actually going against Big Lou.
Alright, Big Lou wants to lock in.
Okay, so, but you know, basically, like, I see a lot of hacks, you know, like retexture skins, like Super Mario hacks from, you know, Seamus, I guess you'd say, and then you know, from so forth, everything else comes through, and I want to get off this topic right now, but you know, it's actually getting me to talk more, and somewhat it caused. What is that? He has a posse? He has a freaking posse! What the frick? He has a posse with him. That's unfair. But you know, you can't really achieve anything in life if you say like, oh, I know a friend who can hack you, and so forth. You know, like all that. You know, like sometimes people will say what they want on the on the internet and just like, and then in real life they wouldn't really say it, you know, unless if it's like, oh, you legitimately really are into the internet, aren't you? So I guess that should be, I guess I could close that rant about hacking off of that. But I don't know, it was just like, I guess it just came in my mind since, you know, I was just thinking about something random, and then I was like, hey, you know, I could just talk about this, and you know, I want to see like other people's opinions about it and whatnot. But I guess it only works with Call of Duty Black Ops 2 commentary and whatnot. But nonetheless, you know, if someone spends like a whole year, for instance, or like more than a year on a simple game, for instance, like I'm not gonna say Black Ops 2 because Black Ops 2 freaking it already seems like it's already hacked, since, you know, too many spawn kills and whatnot and so forth. Oh god dang, I am so bad at this. Come on. But, you know, it already seems like Modern Warfare 3 has, whoa, what the heck, what happened to him? He like kind of like flew down or something like that, like he hit something. But, you know, you kind of, you know, expect like a lot of people to do that, you know, like the only way I could actually get away from that is just like, yeah, whatever, they're hacking, whatever. I don't say like, oh, you have no life, oh, it's just like, you know, people just want to do what they do what they do, but, you know, if they experience this in real life, then, you know, serious trouble right there, since you could actually ruin someone's business or something like that. And like there's a capability they could track you down and whatnot. But whoa, that guy, oh, well, there's no taxi service for that guy. But from, you know, whatever, oh frick. But, you know, you can't expect a lot of people to do that. And, you know, basically that what basically happened, I guess.